most of us the other day, we did end up catching these nasty moves on NAS. It was over, 400 points if you caught the actual trade that was sent out right in here. Super clean. We had textbook setup. We had the liquidity being built up right here, liquidity, and then we did sweep these lows, and then we did break above these highs right in there. Price came back to retest, and then we entered the trade off of the break and retest. That was the first entry, and there were some other buy limits that we had down here just in case it wanted to come lower, but it didn't. It decided to respect the structure, and then price flew significantly, came back for another retest, and then flew again. So price has been on the up and up. It's been looking real good. As far as taking any other entries, the only other entry that I see that we can possibly take, and again, this would be considered more of a premium trade since we are already at some highs. If I were to look at the Fibonacci from the lows all the way to the highs, discounts would be anything below the 50%, which is this blue line here and below. So technically, any trades that we do take in this area are considered premium prices. They're higher prices. But if you're absolutely itching for a trade and you're like, I need to be in something, I do see a setup here. I also hope you guys see the setup. And again, it's always going to be some type of liquidity, whether it's one candle or multiple. Sweep, break above, retest, and gone. I always put my first entry at the top, which is the break and retest. So I would always do it like this. Entry there, and then stop loss at the wick. Right? So anytime you guys drop a markup in the chat and you want some feedback, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to have a line here at the break of structure and a line at the stop loss. So I know that you know what you're looking at. Right? I can't tell that you know what you're doing unless I see this. Right? If I see that you have these lines here and you have your break of structure, maybe you have a line here for where the liquidity was swept as well, just for more clarity. And then you have your stop loss, and I'm okay. This person knows what they're doing. They have their buy limit set. They have their structure clean. Okay, cool. I like the setup. And if you look right in here, we have something similar. We broke above these highs right there, and we swept these lows. This was the liquidity that was swept, right? And then the stop loss would be at the wick, at the lows. So what do? You would just grab your tool. Entry would be at the top where the break of structure is. Stop loss just below the wick, maybe a little bit lower, for spread. And then, yeah. So if price were to come here, this would be a solid continuation play. Especially since we were, doing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then boom, higher high. So we switched up. We changed character from this mini downtrend. Now we have shifted from a downtrend to an uptrend by breaking above a previous lower high. Right? That's how we always do it. That's how you always can catch an institutional move. This is how the big money players, the smart money players, institutions, banks, this is what they look for. Right? The person who trades for JP Morgan Chase for the past 100+ years, he's been trading like this. The person who created the Dow Jones, right? He also trades like this. Right? Market structure, aka Wyckoff. That's the basis of all technical analysis. The basis of all this new stuff like smart money, ICT, TCT, blah blah blah, whatever. That's all a reflection of this right in here, right? So if you guys are not in any positions and you must get into one, this is going to be the best situation here. It is already 6:32. So the market technically for New York session has already opened. So what we can do is set an alert here just in case price wants to get in. Right, you can also set a buy limit as well, but that's just the 15-minute. Let's go up to a higher time frame and see what's happening overall. Let's look at the daily real quick. After Sunday, we had that massive gap down, and this, I know Marcus was on the call with me. We had a one-on-one as well, and during the market recap. Oh, I set my alert at the entry. My alert is at the entry right here. This break of structure. I always put my alerts at the break of structure because that's where I would place my buy limit for the break and retest. And one more thing as well, anytime the market does break structure, boom, that marks the completion of the accumulation phase. Right? The market cannot break structure unless we have accumulated. The market cannot move up without accumulation, and the market cannot move down without distribution. You will always see this first, and you can backtest that for yourself. Anytime you see, a massive move, like something like this, a massive move, or any type of move, if you go and dissect what happened just before, on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, you'll see the accumulation. Guaranteed. Going back to the daily, I know we actually caught the lower entry. I did catch the lower entry. Price was here when the market gapped down on Sunday, 500 points. It came right to this buy zone. Right? We broke structure right here. So because we broke structure, that means before that structure was broken, there was some type of accumulation right in here. So this was the entry. I had my alert set for here and also my buy limit. So when price came, boom, gone. Over 555 points. Same thing happened before. The week before, we gapped down. Price came right to the zone. Clean. 200 from your goal. What's your goal for the day? Oh, for the month. Nice. Super clean. But it's childish. 200? I believe like $275 a day. That's six figures. So it's pretty significant, especially in today's society. I believe only like 10% of individuals in the whole United States even make six figures a year. 420 base. Oh, I see what you mean. I understand. And again, if you look here, last month, January, we had a full body candle close above the previous month highs. So that's a good indication of price wanting to continue an uptrend. Right? We break structure, retest, and that's always going to be an uptrend. Right? We broke structure here. That means this area, this wick, is some type of accumulation that allowed price to come and break the structure. Right? And then I know, Zach, you're still, it's your first day. After this, I recommend you go on the left side where it says education and just go ahead and watch the market structure playlist. It's about an hour total. It's like about 10 videos, all 1 hour. And I just break down exactly what you need to know on the charts. No fluff, nothing extra. Just this is exactly what you need to see each and every single time. Let me see. Yes, sir. So let's see. We do have news at 6:45 Pacific. Some final services and then another news at 7 as well. So we'll see what happens. right in here. See if you get some volatility going. And see if price can come to the entry, perhaps. Right in there. It's come close. I see here that we're also breaking more structure right there. Full body candle. We just broke more structure. All right, let's look at the 1 hour real quick, 4 hour. I'm looking for any imbalances that price can potentially mitigate from, but it's pretty healthy price action. There's no imbalances in here. It's all healthy price action. So can't really do much. Can't really force the trade either. Right? That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna force any trades. It just doesn't end up well. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of times where I've made money by, forcing a trade or getting in when there was no structure, but it's just not sustainable. It's not duplicatable. You can't teach someone that. Oh, just get in because you see it going up. Just get in like that. That's like gambling at that point. But yeah, Bitcoin is making this move, like you said, Brandon. Last month we had a full body candle close above 100,000. 100,000 was also the highs of November candle. We had this huge November push, huge imbalance left behind. We see that price swept the previous monthly lows and then eventually broke above previous highs. So, and this current month candle is already looking good. Like we came low, retested the same level, and now we've pushed over 7,000 points. So it can very well close above this level and possibly even above any previous highs, which would be more confirmation. Same thing with Ethereum. We broke this structure right in here. So before we broke structure, that means we had some type of accumulation in here. Broke structure, came back for the retest multiple times. Very nasty rejection each time. And then gold continues to fly. Oh, we did call some gold buys earlier on last month as well. I did close out, especially since we hit the all-time highs again. I did want to be responsible, but this was a nasty move if you were still holding. Came right into the imbalance, flew, broke above structure highs, broke more structure, retested. Now it's looking like it's possibly gonna continue. So super clean.
Gold last night.
Oh yeah?
Closed the position, and I woke up this morning like, damn it, why did I close that position?
Dang, still. Yeah, gold.
Like 28.43.
Oh, you had a sniper. Sheesh, you were down here somewhere. Sheesh. Yeah, this is nasty work. Yeah, that was clean. But if you're ever in doubt, just see what's happening with the market. Are we breaking more structure to the upside? Are we making an uptrend? Like higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Until you see some type of distribution like this, where we have like boom, the sweep, and the close beneath the lows, then I would exit. I'd be like, okay, now I can either exit out or move my stop loss closer.
That's what happened. I exited at it was going slow all day. I've been in it since like 8 a.m. yesterday. And I was probably up like $20, I guess. I had a low. I was just, still, trying to be conservative and responsible. But it was moving so slow. Then I saw this turnaround right here, like you just pointed out, and I was like, go ahead and close this out.
That's smart.
And then it just, yeah.
That's smart.
I think I really did it around like 28.57, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay? Yeah. You probably saw this turnaround here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's time. But nope.
Nope. Cause yeah, it did close beneath these lows, so maybe that kind of like got you,
Yeah.
Um, but then we actually still respected previous structure. We didn't break beneath like the previous low here, but yeah, this can definitely trip me up as well. But it is what it is. Like Brandon said, it's better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. You know, can't be too mad at
So
that.
profitable day yesterday. Made like $150.
That's good. That's all that matters.
Not
Super
like
funny.
Monday though. My first stack day, but
Monday was crazy. Monday was
yeah, it was
crazy.
good.
Yeah, this trade is still like in my dreams right here. It's like
Yeah, I caught that on like NAS, US 30, and SP 500.
sheesh, all three.
Yeah, all three. And I tightened my stop loss up too much on US 30. When it like pulled back a little bit and got pushed out like halfway through the whole thing. Like I made
Mm.
$300, but at my take profit was at like 650,
Oh, I see.
and it broke through that the take profit. Like it
Sheesh.
went through that gap.
Yeah, right in here. Yep.
Yeah.
I was playing it safe. I had my TP right here at the gap fill, but I'm pretty glad I did because it did end up dropping pretty significantly, but it came right back to the same buy zone.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yep. Anyone who missed the trade on Monday or Sunday, boom, Monday came right back to the right there. Elon over leveraged. Oh man. Oh yeah. Elon is insane. Elon is insane. I'll never forget what he did. He literally took $500 to 275,000 in like a month. But he was
Mm.
heavily over leveraged, and he's only like 18 years old. 18, 19. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, $500 to 270K, and then we were telling him, bro, like take out the money, like withdraw, like take out, leave like 10K in there just to have like just something, but take it out, and then he he did not take it out, and he ended up losing it all. But
Wow.
yeah, yeah, it's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned for
Right.
everybody.
And if you can turn 500 to 75, you can do that again now.
Oh yeah, I spoke to him recently. He's up. He's up. So
Right.
yeah. Oh, you laughed? Damn. That was crazy. That's emotional damage for sure. Yeah. He has a strong mindset for being a young kid. Like he's still chill, he's still happy, he's thriving. Yeah, so I'm
He's
still
still
proud of
living
him.
with his parents, probably.
No, he
He
is. He
ain't got no
is.
bills.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He ain't lose nothing.
He can take those risks,
Ain't-
you know. Take
Right.
take take it now. Take it now. Why you still have a chance?
Right. After that $1,000 day, I was like, man, I could have risked more and made more. But I'm like, let me get 3 more months of just like consistency before I play that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Trust me, it happens to everybody. You make some money and they're like, "Oh, I can do this again." And then you start putting in another like an extra lot size and da 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 and then yeah, it's a rabbit hole. That's why I just do the 0.01s. I don't even want to give myself that space. Just nope. Nope.
And brother, you're so consistent. You could hit one.
I could. I could, but like once I hit that one, and then it's gonna be like that high. Like, oh, hold on. Let me do it again. Trust me, I've done that before, and I've lost so much money doing that. Like I was consistent for a long time, and then I kind of got crazy, and then I did that lot size and then blew all the money that I just made. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just stop doing this. Let me just stop doing that. With that mindset, you'll play yourself. That's revenge, force trading, but good terms. Him explaining to his dad was the best story. His dad thought he was selling drugs. Oh wow. Hey, I mean, if you make that kind of money that fast, I mean, most people can go right to drugs. They don't think of anything else. Yeah. Plus, he's like what, like Middle Eastern as well, I believe. Like like Middle Eastern and black. So yeah, they're probably super strict with all that stuff anyway. But yeah, so far no significant pullbacks just yet. And again, if you don't really pull back right now, that's fine. Like I definitely wouldn't force any positions. We do have some distribution going on right here. Boom. Close below. So if price does like work its way up to these areas, it could give us the pullback one more time and then we take it. But
It's crazy. I caught that NAS play that you just showed,
okay.
but I caught it last night, super early.
Oh, right
But
here, huh? Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and it like came all the way down to that four at the bottom of the 4 hour imbalance,
Oh,
and through the night it came back up. I woke up, it's like just below, and now the entry point that you just showed, I had that entry point basically last night,
mm,
but now it like retested off of that, and it's gone off.
it's going off. Yeah, I actually saw your chart. You had your entry. I believe you had one here and like down here as well.
Right.
Someone had it. I think it was you
Yeah, someone
or
else. Yeah.
yeah,
Someone
Alexis.
else
I
had it a
think.
little lower. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like right there. Yeah, but this whole zone was valid. It went a little bit lower, which is fine. Because we didn't break beneath these lows here. You know,
Hmm.
this low is still safe, so that's good.
After back testing, it seems as though, on the 4 hour chart, when there's an imbalance, it typically comes all the way down. Like I've been looking at like different indexes, and like every time there's an imbalance on the 4 hour, it's coming almost to the bottom of that imbalance and then shooting up.
Mm.
And I'm like, is that something
It's tough.
constant?
It's tough because like if you look here at this imbalance, well actually yeah,
Right.
in the future it did come back down. I gotta back test that too because I'm not entirely too sure on that one. But I mean, there's also gonna be instances like where it doesn't even come down like that, like here,
Right.
you know. But you never know. You never know. You never know. But right now, we're just waiting to see if price wants to make another higher high on the 4 hour because we have higher high here, higher low, higher high, higher low. So if we get that higher high, which would mean we close above these highs, then that would tell us that we actually do want to continue bullish. And then on that pullback from there, that would be safer. I would see that as more safe. But also keep in mind we have this huge imbalance right here. Huge imbalance, order block. So price, as you see, once we got these wicks into the imbalance, we got to sell off. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens right there. But I do like these areas. We have news coming up in about 9 minutes at 7 a.m. So that may give us something. Let me check on US 30. Yeah, US 30. See how US 30 you tried to break above the highs. That's why it's always good to take some type of partials or profits once we sweep or approach highs because there's a good chance that price could reverse. So and most people, most institutions and banks, they also take profit here. That's why you see that reversal. Yeah, you see this. You see it on the line chart. It makes the setup more clear. Boom, sweep, break above. Textbook.
It's right back in that buy zone or that entry position.
You can take that one to continue. Check SPX. Yeah, SPX, US 30, and NAS all gave the same play. Nasty work. Nasty work. So far, so good, though. So far, so good. But yeah, if you are looking at this setup here, I would just go ahead and have the buy limit ready. Under leverage, 0.01, nothing crazy. And if 80 points is a little bit too much, then go to NAS Mini and do like a 0.25, which is a quarter of a 0.01 on regular NAS. Or if you want to do half, if you do a 0.5 on NAS Mini, instead of 80 points, it'll be 40. If you do, half of that instead of 80, instead of 40, then it'll be $20 risk, right? So that's kind of how you just break it up. Just break this risk in half multiple times. Nasty. Let me see what else we got here. Oil. So my buy limit is set 21,424. Make sure you're using the number on your broker, because it right here 424. Yeah, it's different. Are you on FX Way, Brandon? Yeah. Let me just double check my real quick. Yeah, I always want to make sure it matches up with FX Way. On FX Way, it's 21,410. 21,410, which is this high. As long as you have this high marked up, whatever number you see when you put this here, which is the gray one, that should be it. So I know sometimes people will use the same exact number on TradingView on their broker, but then it won't line up. So you have to mark up the structure on TradingView and FXWay, or which is TradeLocker, or just do it on TradeLocker instead of TradingView. But TradeLocker is a little bit slow. It kind of lags when I switch time frames. It does give you like that extra lag. I don't like that. But I know in the future they will fix it, because there's no way. It's 2025. Come on.
Bro, honestly, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it so slow, fam? Like, change the time frame. Immediately.
Everything on TradeLocker now.
Oh,
I barely even look at it.
TradingView.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lucky for you, because like you're like still used to like TradeLocker, so you're like still pretty new, but you probably can't tell the difference. But I've been on TradingView for so long that if I click 30 minutes, that shit better turn within 1 second. I'm not waiting 2-3 seconds. But that's just me being anxious. Oh, even the 1 minute's giving a setup. This is nasty. Liquidity, sweep, break above, retest. But yeah, nasty work. The low, the high, the sweep, break above. It looks so clean on this time frame. We're about 40 points from the entry. We have news dropping in about 3 minutes. So let's see if we get that final volatility push into the buy zone and then move. We'll see. Unless price wants to respect this accumulation. All this is also accumulation here. Liquidity, build up, sweep right there, break above. You got that retest, and then fly. Let's see, ISM services. Oh, let's go. Let's get that push. One minute and 20 seconds. Uh-oh, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. I got a small sell on girlfriend because I saw a distribution. Who's girlfriend? Is that? Wait, I got a small sell on girlfriend because I saw a distribution set up. You're gonna sell your girlfriend? She was being too much, huh?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, okay, gold. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you're selling your girlfriend. Hey, maybe she wasn't acting right. Uh, yeah, if I was selling gold, it would be right here. Why? Because this is the first low that we broke beneath.
28.69.
28.60.
And then I took it for 28.65.
Oh, you caught this move right here.
Yeah. And then then there's actually accumulation right before that. So I actually did my take profit to where you see accumulation on the.
Oh, right here.
Leave it.
Oh man, gold is.
Yeah, I caught accumulation right there.
My gosh.
Or if you look back at you see the 11 p.m.
11 right here.
The 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I took my TP right there.
Oh, I see. Oh, for the sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was accumulation. Once we broke above these highs, beautiful retest. Like this would have been a nasty buy, right here.
Yeah, that would have been. I didn't go for the buy just because we're at all-time highs, so I was like, I'm gonna wait on that. But I did see that distribution setup right there, so I was like, I'm gonna do a short sell, and it played out in my favor. So
you didn't drop no signal, bro. That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
Crazy work,
man.
Shoot, I accidentally put my buy limit in a little bit early on NAS, but it actually worked out with news. So I just did a little $60 scalp and got out.
Oh, okay. I see you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was looking good. Like all this is accumulation. I was just trying to find like the lowest point possible right in here, but honestly, like all this was giving buys, all that.
Yeah.
You know.
That little high and the little 1 minute that you marked up is actually where I had like put in the buy limit, so it kind of.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it works out.
Yeah. I didn't want to like officially call this out, but I'm like, yo, this is still valid. This is still a valid area, you know, and it's up like 50 points right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime I take plays like that, one thing I've gotten better at in 2 years of trading is like, don't leave, that $60 out there and think it's gonna run for you, because it usually will reverse, especially if it's like a 1 minute setup. So it's like take that little small profit and wait for the better play.
Yeah. Yep. Especially after clearing some highs like we did here. Your price can exactly. Yep.
Oh yeah, going to entry for premium.
Premium, it's premium prices. It's like it's like that premium gas. Sometimes you gotta put that in the car. You never know. But with the news coming out, the red folder, it's not really giving too much volatility, right? But we have some FOMC members speaking later on around like 11:30, 12. So this may, give us some more movement in the market. So I still have my buy limit set down there. I have my alert set as well, so I'll know when the trade activates. So at this point, all we can do is really wait. All we can do is really wait. Can't really force it. We have moved over 500 points, almost 600 points since Monday's entry. So, and if you look at the sells, because all this is distribution as well, like up here. So if you look at the sells from the high to the low, we are in the discount zone for sells. So, it's not surprising to see price struggling to break this area because there's a lot of sellers in here. But if you look at the buys, from, these lows to the highs, we just left the discount for the buy. So we're like right in that middle area. What was that? Did it go down there already? Oh, snap. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Let me stop talking.
Oh, we gotta stop. Let's get in.
Let's get in. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm activated. Okay, bet. I'm in there. Okay. Damn. One of my boys just made 90K in 25 days. He's only 25. He's only 20 years old. That's crazy. What's up with y'all young people? Be taking all the risk. Fuck it. Risk the whole account. So, hey, that works.
Get college at that point if you that age making that kind of money. It's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta stay consistent in your set.
Facts. Just stay consistent. You're still young. By 30 years old, you should be a millionaire at that point. Sheesh. Let me drop this in the chat real quick. I should have dropped it earlier. I was too busy talking. But let me see. NAS buys up 30 points. So if you're in this trade, I would just protect your entry. Anything over like 30 points, I consider like a solid move. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just gonna let it play out. Let's go to the 1 minute just to see like are we breaking structure to the upside, which we are. If you look at the 1 minute, this was the entry. This candle came right into the entry, right? Boom. And as we see, we did break this structure here. Right now we are getting the retest. And again, because the structure broke, that means all this beneath is accumulation on like the second time frame. So like maybe the 30-second time frame, 1 second time frame, this is accumulation as well. So we'll see if this zone gets respected right in there. Looks good. It looks good so far. Once we close above these highs that we sold off from, all right, we tried to close above, a wick came, we tried to do it again, another wick. So once we do close above these highs, that'll be another confirmation that the trade that we took down here, you can still hold it. And then every high that we break above after that will just give you more confidence to hold, because we are creating that uptrend and we're breaking structure, which further protects your entry. Right? If you were selling, that was a nasty snipe for the sells. Nasty snipe. But yeah, that's essentially what I got. I'm gonna stop the recording. Super clean. This trade may or may not play out. We'll see. Again, we are at the premium highs, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But this is a valid entry. This is a valid accumulation schematic. So we'll check back later on and see what's cooking. But you guys have anything before I let y'all go?